Hello, good evening. Now, this is a highly anticipated one-day special. It is these beautiful Decorative Gateway dies. But before we have a little look here, hello, Nikki. Long time no see.
Well, I haven't worked for you since before Christmas. So
I know,
yes.
I know, indeed, indeed.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about these dies, because these will go with the original Gateway dies, is that right?
Yes, so we launched the ornate Gateway dies back, I think it was the Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
So just before Christmas, and we also launched the blank cards that actually coordinated with them.
Right.
So what we're bringing you today is a collection of 4 die sets that coordinate absolutely beautifully with those dies or work absolutely gorgeously on their own.
Yeah.
You are getting 24 dies in total.
Wow.
And they all, as with the others, they all mix and match together. If you didn't get the Black Friday deal, so you didn't get the blank cards, I will mention now, we have got those on the show.
Excellent stuff. So we're having a nice little look here how ornate this is. So how many? 24 dies in total.
So what I love about these is you've got the lattice work in there, you've got the gateway kind of detail on there, but they all mix and match together. So you've got that lattice work that will work throughout these dies, and previous dies that Heartfelt have brought out as well. And I love that. When I'm making a card, I like to pick a few different dies, and these work so well with it. Yeah. This one is really, really pretty. You've also got the happy birthday die in there as well.
Oh,
so that little one in there.
Marvellous.
Is the happy birthday die.
Okay.
You've got your outer edges, you've got your inner edge dies. So you can sort of like die cut within your paper, die cut out of your paper, layer them up.
Absolutely stunning. Here we go. Let's show you this.
I think this has to, so I'm already saying it, this has to be my probable favourite out of these. I really, really think this is absolutely gorgeous. And I think what they've called it, which is the Regal.
I think so.
The
yes,
Regal Lattice Gateway, I think that says it all.
Amazing, it is. I really like how ornate it is. There we go. And then we've got some nesting ones.
Yes, so these are absolutely beautiful. They work, as I say, alongside all the other dies that we've got in the ODS, but they work beautifully on their own as well. And what I love about these is I'm now thinking outside the box. I'm now not just creating square cards or my 5x7 cards. I'm creating something a little bit different.
Absolutely. Look, we're looking at some beautiful samples. Now, you've got a £20 saving on these. And, though, what's even better is it's also got a Freedom discount. So, as a Freedom member, you're saving £28. It's a why not deal. And, of course, all your postage is covered. So, as a Freedom member, and I know so many of you are, it's £71.96. And you can spread the cost on Flexi. 2 payments of £35 and 98 pence. 603581 is your item number. Just check out how glorious these samples are. Aren't they absolutely stunning? Look at these. And you can add all your embellishments to them and your florals and your sentiment. But it's so nice just not to have like a standard folded card, isn't it?
Yes. As I say, these are really, really decorative. These are something that you aren't going to see in the shop. So if you do sell your cards, these are great. And the thing is, it takes kind of like, you know, just pick any die, add some flowers to it, and you've got an absolutely beautiful card.
It's stunning. I mean, look at this one with a little window. That's absolutely exquisite.
This was used in the hydrangea collection that we launched last year. Yeah. So think about all of those collections that you've brought in the past, and maybe you've used them time and time again, but you're kind of getting a little bit like, okay, I've used that one so many times, I've done square cards. This you are going to create absolutely something gorgeous with.
Absolutely glorious. There we go, some more samples. There's so many beautiful samples, but they're very elegant, very Regal cards. And as you said, you know, if you're making to sell, imagine how much you could charge for a beautiful card like this. You know what I mean? Absolutely stunning. I love these beautiful samples. And of course, using any of your paper pads that you've bought from previous collections.
Yeah, as I say, they work well with anything. You could just use cream and gold, silver and white if you wanted. Yeah. But then when you start thinking about all the collections that you've got, they are going to work really, really well with them.
And any occasion too, you know, anniversaries, weddings, could be Christmas cards, birthday cards. The possibilities are endless. Oh, we're 5 minutes in and 10% of the stock has already gone. So it is super, super busy already. 603581, and remember it does have a freedom discount and your postage will be covered then. Okay, so to go hand in hand, we have got the card blanks. Here they are. Now you are actually going to get 3 packs, to reiterate, 18 card bases in total, and you can see how they work. Sorry, I'll bring it in a little bit there. So that's your nice sort of trifold card.
Yeah, so you've got your trifold card here,
yeah.
But again, you can use these in quite a few different ways as well. You can cut the end off, so you've just got a normal card as well, but they work absolutely beautifully hand in hand with the dies.
Wonderful. So you're going to get 18 in total because you're going to get 3 packs. They are your 5 by 7 inches card bases. It's £21.97. You've also got an £8 saving on this one too. Item number here is 599021. Right, let's take a look at the website so you can get ahead. We've got all of those. Now you can get the dies individually, but what tends to happen is they sell out quite quick, and then the only way you can get your favourite one is in the bundle. If you're a Freedom member, you are actually saving more than one of those die sets. So you've got a really good deal. Of course, we've got all the essentials back. So we've got our storage, our lovely flower shaping ball tools. I love the binders, absolutely love the binders. Look at those reviews as well. The finger daubers, we've got it all for you as per usual. So you can call us, although it is extremely busy out there. Your fastest way to order is online at hochanda.com. Oh yes, and just a reminder, the dispatch date is from the 28th of January, because obviously it's coming from America. Right, over to you, Nikki.
Right, so it was really difficult on where I should start showing you, and should I go into a demo straight away? So what I've decided is I'm going to pick one of the dies sets, which I've chosen my favourite, which is the Regal. And this is one that comes in 3 dies. So you've got your lattice part in the centre. Then you've got your die that cuts that lattice out. So if I was just to use this part on its own, it would give me this. Okay.
Oh, we're just coming in.
Coming in. I have put some red card down so you can actually see. So that die will just cut that out. That's quite simple. Okay, we know that. If you wanted to cut your lattice out, you would use your outer edge and your lattice, and it will give you this.
Lovely.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful.
If you want to use your outer edge, which is this one, you will get that.
Yeah.
Okay, but then if you want to cut that out, you would use that centre.
Yes.
And that will give you that.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I look at these, I always look at, right, okay, it's given me that shape. What can I do with it? Could I use it? Because I do like to, if I am making a square card, I always like to put a decorative bit on my mat and layers. So I would mat it up and I would probably cut that off and that off.
Okay.
And then I've got a decorative border each side of my card.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different ways that you can use that. So that is your lattice. Did I say lattice? It isn't.
Yeah.
It's your Regal lattice.
Regal
They're all lattice. But your Regal lattice, 3 dies in total. So on my next one, I will go to this one. So I'm only going to show you 2, and then the next
We'll
next
get the
time,
idea then.
or the next show, I'll show you the other 2. We've got the Lattice Flourish Gateway. This is the one where you've got that sentiment in there, which is the happy birthday, which is that. Haven't got that die cut out, actually. And then you've got your outer edge. Then you have your bottom part, which is giving you like a gate.
Yep.
And that will die cut that out, and I'll show you the card in a moment. Then you've got this decorative part, which cuts within your card. So that would go in there. And then you've got this part that will cut that out as well. So you've got 5 in total. So if I just grab them, I can show you a little bit more detail. So if I was to cut out the outer, which is this one, that would give me this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just take these away a second. If I wanted that decorative part on the top, I would lay that one down alongside my outer edge, and it would give me this.
Lovely.
I'm thinking menus.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Wedding placement cards, because you could actually cut that down, and then you could put the guest's name in there as well.
That's a nice idea.
But then you have the bottom part, which is this part. So if I cut that out within that die, it will cut that out.
Right.
Okay, fine. But it actually cuts it completely out of your cardstock.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Good
will give
stuff.
us that. Now, if I wanted to cut that out to give me an aperture, you do have that, which is there. And then you could pop that in a different colour, depending on how you're putting your card.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is you've got so many possibilities with them, and they all do mix and match together. So, pop them down, and pop these out of the way, and I'll go into my first demo.
Fabulous.
So,
Thank you,
for the
Nikki.
first demo, I will be using the Lattice Flourish Gateway set, which is here. So, I'll just get all this out. I've chosen to use some pattern paper from the, I do believe it was the Cottage Garden collection, which is the hydrangea.
Okay.
And that works beautifully
It does.
with these, because what I've done is I've taken one of these, which I do believe was the 3rd size down, which is that one, 2nd size down actually. Let me just take it off and I'll show you. So I've cut that out. And I've chosen the chair. So what I did was I went through the paper pad and went with my die to see which area would look nice.
Yeah.
And then I've got some flowers that I'll decorate it up with in a minute. So for this one, I actually want my card to be this shape.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to make my own standalone card. So what I've done is I've cut one, and then I've scored about 1.5 inches of the way down, and that's given me that part of it. And then I've taken another one and cut that out. On this one, I'm now going to add my glue to the top part of where I've scored, and then I'm going to place this one on top.
Yeah.
And I've now got a beautiful shaped card.
Gorgeous.
Really easy. And then that will stand like that once that's dried. Okay, can you
Fabulous.
see from the
Yeah.
side?
Good stuff.
Okay. And then I'm going to decorate it up. So I've cut out again the outer edge, and that's going to be my backdrop for my card. And that will go in there. And then I'm going to take that part. Now, various ways I could have done that, because I could have actually used that same card but actually cut that out.
Right.
So when I put it down, it would have been like that. Okay.
Oh, I see.
But then
yeah.
because I wanted to pop this over it, I had these sides, so I kind of decided just to leave that and then just cut another one out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop that down. So for this one, I just popped that decorative curved die on the top and cut that out. Like that.
Nice. Yeah.
Already looking really pretty. I popped some foam pads on the back of my patterned paper, and that will go just here. So just at the bottom, so I'm making sure it's level with the bottom of the card. And then I've got my gate. Now what I want to do is just layer that up slightly so it just sits off of the card. So just kind of gone along there, and that means that that will lift up.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what I'll do with this one, if I can just pick my glue gun up because it's on the floor, I'm going to use my glue gun because it will go off a lot quicker. So the first bit I will pop there, so I'm not laying it flat.
Yeah. That looks really nice. So it's giving it lots of dimension.
It has, hasn't it? And it's, I'm not sure if it even is a gate, I don't know, or a fence, but it's a very ornate, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lattice kind of fence. So that's lifting, once that's kind of dry, I can now manipulate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So when you look at that from the side,
you can see that.
it's just
there, yeah.
coming away from the card. That is pretty in itself. But I'm going to pop a happy birthday on there. So I'm just going to take the happy birthday from the Lattice, it is the Lattice Flourish die set, and just tape that down. And I'm just going to put it through my die cutting machine. It will go through a lot of your smaller die cutting machines. I am using the brand new Couture Creations.
We launched it the other day.
Power. So I was asked, would you like to use the new one? Of course I want to use the new one. So I'm going to pop that upside down. They are on the website, these new machines.
Indeed.
And they will take your flower moulds.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
somebody
you pop
wrote
that in.
That was really good.
And then I just run and it's just going to do it for me.
I know, I love that. Just
I need
takes
one
it
of
away.
these.
Yes, if you do want it, it's on the website. However, coming back to the one-day special, 20% has already gone in just 16 minutes. Oh, you're right.
Just fell out
Very busy indeed.
So that is die cut out absolutely beautifully. So I'm just going to take the pokey tool and just gently take that out. And this is really, really pretty.
Yeah. Look how fine that is.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
really
what I'm
like
going
that.
to do is just in the corner of my mat,
Yeah.
not sure if you had me on there, I'm just going to put my glue
Just
and
gently
just
dab.
gently dab
Yep.
that on, and then bring it over here and pop that on there. And then all I'm going to do is I've got a few flowers that I'm just going to add to the corner, just there. Some leaves as well.
Oh, it's so ornate. It's so classy.
It is very classy. I love these sort of dies that you can make a card with no fuss.
Yeah.
Just the die cutting. Add a few flowers. And you have, like you say, very elegant, stylish card.
Yeah.
Just pop that
That's
there.
a real special card.
And pop that on there. And there you have beautiful shape.
Gorgeous.
Lattice Flourish Gateway card.
Absolutely stunning. Just look at all that detail.
Just turn that around.
Yep.
So you can see where I've just folded that over.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you.
We are now approaching a quarter of the stock gone. It is super busy. If you are just joining us, here we go. We've got these absolutely stunning Decorative Gateway dies. You've got 24 dies in total. I mean, just look at this one. So here we've got the Teardrop Lattice Gateway. Gorgeous. Then you've got the Lattice Flourish Gateway, and that comes with a happy birthday sentiment, followed by the Regal Lattice Gateway. That's my favourite as well, Nikki, the Regal one. The Regal one. Yeah, it's the outside edge.
I love the shape of it.
Yeah.
It really is nice.
And then you've got your eyelet frame gateway. Okie dokie. So these are what the dies look like. Let's have a little look here. And we've got samples for each. So have a little look at the dies themselves. And then if I just wing in, here we are. So we've got, look at that, beautiful, beautiful. So pretty, isn't it? Look at that. And then the next one, let's show you the dies. Make sure these are right. Here we go. There you are. That's another glorious one. That's where you get your happy birthday from. And they're big dies, you know. You're going to make a really lovely, lovely card with this one. And then if I wing in the sample here, there you go. Actually, that's quite similar to the one Nikki's just done, that one. Fabulous. And then our next one, let's wing this in. Absolutely stunning. Look at these. And if I bring in a sample here, there you go. So that goes with that one. Glorious, it's all glorious. And then let's bring this one in. And of course, as we've been saying, any occasion, absolutely. And then bringing this in because this one's a nice snowy scene. There you go. That's beautiful. Now let's talk about the figures here because it's what we call a why not deal. If you're not a Freedom member, it's got a £20 saving. However, if you are a Freedom member, it's got a further £8 saving. So I think that's 10% off, isn't it? An extra 10%. So £28 you're saving in total, and of course your postage is covered. And you can spread the cost, 2 payments of just £35.98. 603581 is the item number. Getting busier and busier. Now, to go hand in hand, if you can stretch to it, because it will make your life a lot easier, is go for your lovely card blanks. Now, we've only got 1 packet here, but you're actually going to get 3, so that's 18 in total. As you can see, you can have them like this as your trifold, but you can also, if you wanted to, you could just chop one of the ends off. If you want to make them go a lot further, actually, I noticed when I showed you this sample, 1 second, what you can do is just have it as 1, so then you're really going to go far, and then make a little tab like that to stand it up. So then you're really getting value for money on those blanks, because then you get 3 times 18. So it's £21.97. Lovely. 599021 is your item number. Again, just a reminder that everything is dispatched from the 28th of January. Now, phone lines are very busy, so I would say, please can you, if you can, check out on the website. You ready to go, Nikki?
I certainly am. So, you know what you just mentioned about the trifold cards?
Yeah.
And you just picked the one up that I'd made, and I'd made the tab at the back to hold it. So if I cut those and I'm using just 2 of them, that's why I've used these. Don't throw them away because they will come into cards. And I just put that tab on the back and it holds it up. So for this one, I'm actually going to use the gatefold cards that we have just seen, and I'm also going to be using this die set. Which one? Is this one here, the Teardrop Lattice Gateway. Okay, so this one comes in 4 parts. So you've got your outer edge, which will also, if you want, that will be the one that you will cut out your blank card with, or your patterned paper, because it fits perfectly over those cards. Then you have your Teardrop Lattice Gateway decorative die. So for this one, when you actually look at it, the die cutting actually stops at the pattern, which means I will need my outer edge to cut that out. So when I cut that out, that will give me this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if I wanted to cut that middle out and make an aperture, I would use this part of the die. And then you've got the middle part there, which gives you this absolutely gorgeous, and I will hold this on the red card because I think it's beautiful. Look.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is lovely.
Yeah, it is.
And as I say, these will work really well with the dies that we brought out a few months ago as well. So you're really getting value for money here because you're going to be able to use it with all of those other collections. So to start off with, I'm going to take my card blank and I'm going to my first page. So what I always do is see how I'm going to stand that.
Okay.
Which way I'm going to have it open. So on this occasion, this will be the front of my card.
Yeah.
So I don't forget, I will pop this part on that I've already die cut out.
If you've got anything in your basket, do check out, and then you can relax and watch the demonstration. So, and we don't want to miss out on anything. Right.
So that fits absolutely perfectly onto my card blank. Then I'm just going to take my flowers and that out of the way and just get my bits together so I can work out what I've got. So I'm going to put all my backdrops in first. So next I'm going to open that up, and I am going to go with this one in the green. So again, using the outer edge.
Yeah.
And I will do some die cutting because, do you know, well, years ago, before I was working on TV, if I watched a demonstrator and they did no die cutting on it, I'd think to myself, oh, right, okay.
The dies won't cut.
Okay, how difficult are they? So I'm going to die cut out some because I want to use my outer edge, and then I will die cut out some of the decorative dies as well, so you can see how gorgeously they actually die cut out.
That Happy Birthday, that cut absolutely exquisitely, and that's
beautifully, didn't it?
And that's so
and also
fine.
I get to play with the new die cutting machine.
I like that.
So I'm going to pop that upside down.
Yeah.
Put my C plate on and put it through my machine. Oh, I just have to press run and it just does it for me. So while that's doing that, I can now get on to the next part.
Careful it doesn't fall out again.
For this one, I'm going to take some silver metallic card.
Okay.
Just going to hold that on there.
Just in case.
I'm going to take my decorative die from the Teardrop Gateway die. Right, so in actual fact there is a lot of pressure in there because I can tell because of how that tape
can't get the tape off. Yeah.
So just be very careful. You're not going to see that bit anyway, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever had that happen on this paper, but there we go. I'll cover that up in a second. So that's the outer edge, but I'm going to die cut this, and as I say, it hasn't got an edge that goes all the way round, so I know that I'm going to need this part of my die that will sit over there. And I also want to die cut out the middle as well, so I will pop that die in a second in the middle.
Lovely.
Because it's trial and error again. When you're putting quite a few layers of dies through a die cutting machine, depending on your die cutting machine, sometimes you can put your layers on and it will die cut it out. Others you have to die cut it in sections.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my third die on. So again, I'm learning because I've not used this machine before. I know at home when I use my spellbinder I can do this, so let's give it a go. So that's all there. Take my plates. Because that's taped down, I can pop it that way up.
Yep.
And then my C plate, and then click run.
Lovely.
So I've got this part that will go in the middle. So I know you're keeping an eye on that. There we go. Wow. And do you know, on my machine at home, I would probably put that through twice. So
we shall see.
Let's have a look. Perfect. Look at that. There is a little bit there that I feel that I might need to pop that through again.
That's all right. You want to.
So, but apart from that, just a tiny bit down there. So what I'll do on that one, I will just take my plates again.
Just so you know, we are over a quarter of the stock gone on our one-day special, and we're only half an hour in, and we've got a deep stock here. So do make sure you're checking out your baskets, and if you can, go for the card blanks as well at the bottom of the screen for those. Lovely jubbly.
So that doesn't come out. I'm just going to tape that on there and just pop that back on my machine. So what I'm going to do now is just turn that, because it is a decorative die, you may need to just turn the die on the plate. So for this one, I'm going to pop this one here.
Okay.
And pop that one. So that's using that inner edge. That's just cutting it.
I know, it just made me jump then.
So I use the smaller straight edge die for that.
Yep.
And then this one, I'm going to die cut. Just give it a flick, and I'll show you how as well it's embossed all these little bits.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll just hold it here so you can see overhead.
Yep.
Now it has moved a little bit in the machine, just there, but do you know,
As long
I'm
as
not
the
too
dies
worried
were
because
all right.
I have, but it's die cut beautifully. It's just that because I took it out and it fell out before I had chance. It just moved slightly in the machine. Okay, I can see there, but everywhere else it's stuck in. But that doesn't matter because that's where I'm going to be putting my flowers anyway.
Okay.
So you can see how gorgeous that die cuts out, but you can see it's also embossed around here as well. Really pretty. So this one is going to go on the front of my card.
Yeah.
So that is the front of my card. So I'm going to pop that just there. Got a few more bits that haven't come out.
Look at that, so
And
pretty.
just
Look at
Pop
that.
some glue all the way around that edge.
Yeah.
And then around the inner.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to randomly just pop a little bit, and that is enough to actually keep that down.
Oh.
And then normally I have some kitchen towel at hand and I haven't,
Beautiful archway.
so that I will clean up in a second. And then I've got this again. Now this stamp here was from the Ornate Gateway set. So we had a stamp set that coordinated with it.
Yep.
And that one is going to go in there. So now I want to cut out this again. So this time I'm going to go with the green. So I'm just going to give it a little tap. It's just sometimes a little bit quicker if you're a little bit impatient like I am sometimes. Rather than poking every single bit out, just tap it lightly, but with your die cutting edge faced towards you.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's all come out really nicely. These dies actually, Heartfelt dies, do actually have a nice coating on them.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
Right, so that one doesn't fit, so it's this one. So I'm just going to die cut this out again. I'm going to leave my inner edge in there. Now, because I know that that one needed to go through twice last time,
Yep.
this is actually a thinner cardstock, so I'm not 100% sure, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to literally take it out before I take my top plate out.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to pop it through twice.
Okay, while you're doing that, I just need to let you know that 30% of the stock has now gone on our beautiful, beautiful gateway cards. They're so stunning. Obviously, you can see they are larger than the packaging, so I'll just wing one of them in. But they're really, really pretty, aren't they? Stunning. Now, individually, they would be $24.99 each. Excuse me, but as a Freedom member, basically, you're not paying for one and then some. You can spread the cost, 2 payments of £35.98. Look at that. And we've got some beautiful samples that are around here. Here we go. Which side should we go to? Here we go. Hannah's on it. There you go. So you can make them for weddings, for anniversaries, for they could be Christmas cards, they could be menus. I liked that idea that Nikki said. Look, there's a Christmas card there. So they're absolutely beautiful. Now, it's what we call a why not deal, so you might as well become a Freedom member, and then your postage is also covered and you get that extra 10% off. 603581, there you are. Oh, it's lovely with the birds on and the flowers. These would be great wedding cards. Stunning. Now, we do have on the website, we've managed to find it, we have got our lovely die cutting machine, our Couture Creations Go Power and Embossed die cutting machine. Now, when we launched this the other day, we did our research, and again, I always say, please do your research as well, but we couldn't, basically, we couldn't find anything lower than this price, because you got an extra £10 off. And you can spread the cost 3 ways. I think it's £46.66. So it is on there if you're in the market for a new machine. I mean, we did test it to death when we launched it. So yeah, it's good stuff. Right, back to you, Nikki.
Right, so just pop in some foam tape on my piece that I stamped on. I'm just going to put it on the front of my card.
Yep.
So, oops. Before I do that, I have actually been given some tissue, so I will give that a wipe.
Okay.
Just grab my little spritz of water, so I'll just...
Oh, all right. That's the way to do it, is it? Okay.
And then look at that, it will clean off.
Oh, that's a good top tip, that.
You could use a nice... Normally I have like a towel in kitchen, it's an old kitchen towel actually.
Yeah.
Rather than using tissue, but it's done the job.
It has. Lovely.
Okay, clean that up lovely. Even if it dries, it isn't too late to actually clean it up.
Oh, good.
Because you just go over it and it will wet it. Look at that, it's like shining,
You've
shining a pair of shoes.
Giving it a buff. Yeah.
So I will stop there, won't shine anymore, apart from I have got some there, but I'll do that shortly. So that is going to go in there. And I've lifted it up with that foam tape. Mm-hmm. And then I have got a few flowers. Now I'm not going to go over the top, because obviously the show is all about the dies. Now what I'm going to do is actually cut that off there, because can you remember when I put that through, I had that little mistake, as in my die double cut basically. So I'm going to pop that there, and then I'm going to bring my leaves along here. So I've just had to tweak it slightly, and may need to tweak it again. There we go, because I don't want it to hide.
Okay.
There we go. I'm just going to actually trim it again. There. And then that leaf will go up there. Just a little bit of decoration there. So I've done that actually to hide that. And then in the middle, I've now got the other bits that I did. So I'm going to have, oh, sorry. You're right. This one is going to go on that back page. So I'm using all 3 of those gatefold card blanks. So I'm keeping them all together. I'll just pop that down there.
Okay.
And again, going over that, if you wipe it down as you, it does actually help.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, but now I've got glue all over my fingers. But with the dies,
yeah.
Now normally when you do something like this, you'll find that it won't close. And it's made a right mess now.
Bless you. So we can always stick a flower on it.
It will clean, look.
Yeah.
I've got some better kitchen paper now. Wipe that. There you go, look at that.
Like new.
And it fits perfectly within that score line as well, look.
Yeah.
And then I've got that piece that will go there. Add a little bit of glue this time. So that one I'm going to lay flat. Then I've got this one that is going to go on the inside there.
Out of interest, what paper pads are you using? Can you remember?
That was, I'm sure this was the Country Cottage.
Ah.
Oh, no, it wasn't the Country Cottage. That was last week's that we launched.
Oh, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was just curious because it's very nice.
It's the hydrangeas. So
okay.
it was a hydrangea collection, but I can't think. Was it summer cottage? Summer... I don't know.
It's all right.
That's really bad, isn't it? But when you think...
No, you do so
Heartfelt
many,
launched
though.
so many.
Yeah.
I just know that I just thought, oh, well, it's hydrangea, but it wasn't called the hydrangea. I do know that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's fitted in there. That I'm just going to glue down just a little bit. Down there.
Nice.
Just to make sure that sticks. And then...
We are almost a third of the stock gone on the one-day special. Again, it's absolutely flying out the door. Right, so back to you, Nikki.
That's fine. So just pop a sentiment just there, and then you can write on it just there. And then this bit here, you could just decorate up with some flowers. I'm not going to do it, just to give you an idea on how you can use your collections.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stunning.
so just take those out.
Yeah.
Just show you that. There you have. And I'll just open it up.
Nice. Look at that.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you.
Now, with the one-day special, it would be really handy if you can stretch to... Actually, I was thinking about it, because if you're a Freedom member, there's a £28 saving, and you could put that towards these. And of course, then it also opens up flexi-buy, so you can spread the cost in your basket then. You are actually getting 3 packs of these, so you'll get 18 lovely card blanks in total, and 20% of the stock has gone. I quite like a triptych type style, because you could just have it like that, couldn't you? And it's £21.97 with an £8 saving. 599021 is your item number. So do make sure you are checking out your baskets, because they're really, really handy actually. Next then, we have also got our brilliant dies, brand new today. I don't think have they launched in America yet?
They haven't.
No, excellent.
They haven't launched anyway. You probably haven't even seen any sneak peeks, because we've brought this forward actually by a week. So you are so lucky to be seeing it here today.
Excellent stuff. Now you can see on screen again, it is a why not deal. You've got a Freedom discount, and you've also got it on flexi-buy. 2 payments of £35.98. And then, yeah, should we have a look at those nice samples there, because there's different ones we've been popping out. There you go. Now look at the little cat on. Christmas cards. Anything you like, any occasion, it's absolutely dandy. Beautiful, look with the flowers. I love that edge, I love that ornate frame. I think it's absolutely stunning. Use all your paper pads, any sentiments that you like, make wonderful wedding cards. So 2 payments of £35.98 if you're a Freedom member, and a third of the stock has gone. Now, of course, the binder. If you're getting a new collection, you're going to need a new binder. I think these are just so professional. I really do. Now, I always get my end mixed up. Hang on. There it is. So it's got the magnetic clasp. Again, very professional. And if you open it up, there you go. You can see the ring binders in there. Now, you're going to get a lot in there. You'll certainly get this collection in there, but it's fabulous. Look at that. Even on the back, on the sides. Look, there we are. Wait. And of course, very portable. £12.99 is the price. And again, if you're going for the one-day special, it'll open up your flexi-buy. 374418 is your item number. Yes, if you're going for that, then you might as well go for the magnetic sheets for your storage of your fabulous dies. Might as well do that. These are £12.99. You're getting 6, and you can it's not just for your dies. You can store your stamps on there as well. 934723 is your item number. Still very busy on the phone lines, so if you can order online at hochanda.com, that would be marvellous. Do you know what would be lovely if you sent in any pictures of any of your previous collections that you've got? Maybe you already used the original gatefold cards. That would be lovely, because I know we're running out of time on this show, but we could show them in the 8 o'clock show. That would be marvellous. Okay, back to you, Nikki.
Right, so for this one, we're going to use the eyelet frame dies.
We've got 10 minutes, just so you know.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just trimming off that because I will use that one in my next show.
Yep.
So I'm just going to use this single one just to show you how these layer up. Okay, so I'm going to keep it quite simple. And this is the beauty of having all 4 sets. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because I'm just going to have a play. Okay, so that's going to be my backdrop. Now, actual fact...
Do you know what, with the eyelet bits, and now I'm looking at that, it looks like, do you remember the ghosts in Pac-Man? Are the games available?
Actually.
You could make it into a fun card like that. That wouldn't be a
what
problem.
I'm going to do is, because what I've decided is, I've semi-prepped my last, which was my 3rd demo, so that we can sort of have a play together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we can have a look what goes where. So I'm going to cut an outer edge, and that is going to go onto my patterned paper. And what I just want to make sure is that that is kind of straight, because I don't want a skew whiff kind of design there. Take my plate, upside down, and pop it through. Just clean that plate up. Incidentally, that last die that I put through with the patterned paper, and I said I was going to put it through twice, it didn't need to go through twice.
That
it
one
fell
didn't.
out actually at the back. I realised it didn't need going through twice. So on this one, I'm going to layer it up. So that will be my backdrop. Then I'm going to choose something with a
Watch the thingy
floral
again,
design.
Watch the thing.
It's coming.
There you go.
Okay, so I'll just pop that down there for a second.
The thing. Watch the thing.
So
you know
now I'm just going to go through and see what I've got already cut out. Actually, I've got a cottage. Okay, but I want to cut it smaller. Okay, so we're going to go through my dies, and I'm going to...
It's good, we've got loads of different sizes. Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it, you see, because I want my cottage kind of in the focal point. So although I've already cut it out before, it's one that I didn't actually use in one of my demos on the Ornate Gateway shows. So just pop that into my plate so you can see that's in there. Just pop that through. So whilst that's going through...
So it's really stuck that tape down, hasn't it?
It does, doesn't it? That's how much pressure that machine has got.
Yeah.
So that will be...
It's going.
My back. There we go, just leave that down there. And then that will glue on back there.
So you've really got lots of lovely layers.
This is, I love these ones because you really can layer these up and frame them as well. So that's my first backdrop. Then I'm going to go in with this one, which I've already die cut out. So this is the largest, I think. I will just check. Don't know why I've done it that side, because that's the right side.
Oh, I hadn't
That's
clocked.
the
Sorry,
back of
Nikki.
it. And I needed a bigger piece anyway, so we'll just...
That's all right.
Go there. Like that. I can see a few little bits there that haven't come through.
I'm thinking with these eyelets, although they're quite small, if you've got some lovely metallic thread, you could
that would look
weave
lovely.
it through.
That really would work. Do you know, that is something that I was thinking of when I was die cutting these out.
Oh, great stuff.
But I don't have any.
That's all right.
Threads.
Just great minds think alike.
So this is the cottage next. You see, I was going to put this in the centre because I had this left from a previous show, but I'm not. I want to put this on next.
Sure.
Just showing you how you can use these eyelet dies. And that will go at the bottom. So again, layering that up. If you are posting, I know it can work out quite expensive because you obviously have to make a little box for it. So you could put these flat and it would look just as pretty.
Yep.
So there is my cottage. Now what I want to do now is I want to make a frame. So I've cut one out exactly the same size, and then I'm just going to go through and just make sure I'm still not going to lose my cottage, which is this one. So my cottage will still be there. So now I'm putting that just inside, and then I'll just tape that down. Just make sure it's kind of in there square.
Yep, perfect.
It just needs to come over that way slightly. And then just take the die cutting machine.
I wonder if we're going to finish it, Nikki.
I think so, because I'm not actually going to finish it. I just wanted to show you what you could do with those eyelet dies.
Yeah, and all those lovely
and you've
layers.
got all the different sizes in there. So that's the largest one that I use there, look. But it fits nicely just inside your card.
Yeah, it does. It's really pretty.
So you've got that really nice edge.
That could be a new home card, that one.
It could, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So this collection was the, I want to say Country Garden. I think it was the Zinnia collection. I think it was.
Sounds right.
Definitely wasn't called the
All those
cottage.
dies.
There's a lot of them. I will actually show you if I have time, because I'm going to leave this as it is.
Okay.
Because as I say, and the thing is, you can make this frame as wide as you like. So if you wanted a wider frame, what you could do is use one of the smaller ones, like that, and that would have given me a wider frame there.
Yep.
Okay. But that will then sit over that and basically frame my cottage with that eyelet design. Put a sentiment on there, add some flowers.
Yep.
And you will have a really beautiful
Oh, that looks so nice.
layered card.
Sorry, I'm mesmerised. Apologies.
Bring that down.
Yeah.
But look at the layers that you can get on there.
Nice.
Really pretty.
Looks really pretty. Thank you very much,
Really
Nikki.
elegant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
Love that.
We'll go into more depth as well with these dies in the next show, because I'll show
Great
you
stuff.
the different sizes that you can create with them.
Excellent. Right then, we are over a third of the stock gone in the first live hour. Again, have a look at these lovely dies. I can wing them in if you like. So that is beautiful. Now that one's called, I've forgotten now. We're having a nice look there. That one is your Teardrop. The next one is the Lattice Flourish. And those are your dies. I love that they're pink as well. It's just the simple things, isn't it, that's so nice. Gorgeous. And then the next one, thank you, is the Regal. Yeah, it's my favourite. Yeah, we're all going, we really like this one. Yeah, Katie's just said in my ear, it's like a mirror. You could make it like that. You absolutely could. And then the last one is the eyelet. Jolly marvellous. Look at that. Yeah, should we see a few more samples? I don't think you've seen these ones. I don't think so yet. So we switched them up a little bit. But they are, like I said, any occasion. There's so much you can do with them, isn't there, Nikki?
There is, as I say, they are really versatile. Use them with the card blanks or make a standalone card using the outer edges. Each time you're going to use them, you can use any collection, your Christmas cards, birthday cards, wedding cards, and it's something a little bit different than what you would see on the high street.
Yeah,
I
rather
think.
than your, what is it, A5 cards,
Yes.
your standard
Yeah,
ones
or
like
your
that.
square cards that I tend to go for. Yeah.
So
It's
very,
different.
very ornate, very beautiful. Now you can see that there is blue on the screen, which means we have got that Freedom discount. If you're not a Freedom member, you've got a £20 saving, but if you are a Freedom member, it's an extra 10% off. Well worth becoming a Freedom member, and then that's £28 off. You can also spread the cost on FlexiBuy. 2 payments of, I think it was 35 or something like that. It's not swizzling round, but never mind. I'm trying to see. What is it? I think it's £35.98. 603 581. Oh, 35.98. There you go. Thank you very much, Nikki.
Thank you.
Lovely. Make sure you are joining them, Nikki and Catherine, at 8 o'clock tonight.